Hello, you're watching Kel67 Gaming, and we've actually been away for a few weeks.
Yes.
But we're back for this look back at what we've been doing since we last spoke to you. So we're back from a mini break of sorts with one thing and another. Actually, we've been quite busy over the last month and haven't really had the time for YouTube, but
We still have had some time to play some games.
we've still had some game playing time. But I think we should just start where we always start.
And that's what games we chose for each other.
What games we chose for each other. Now, I chose for you
Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands.
We'll have a little look and see you playing it.
Yes.
Well then, I asked you to play a bit of Ghost Recon.
Yes.
How'd you find it?
Well, I found it, for me, much more pleasing than Half-Life 2 because I'm not that big in puzzlers, but as a shooter, this is just brilliant. I think the fact that it's mainly third person means that
Good
it's
shot, that.
much better.
I would have been third person and been open world, and you know,
You have to take out the different underbosses to get further in, but
there is a little element of it that is a little bit Grand Theft Auto Bolivia. I mean, obviously you've got your squad-based tactics and that, which
yeah, at least in this game, your squad isn't completely useless. Unlike some other shooters, because they actually take out some of the enemies, and you can use abilities like a sing shot.
aye, I've seen you do that. So you liked this one?
Yes.
Got to continue playing it?
I definitely.
I should hope so. Because I watched you play quite a bit of this, and I think I might have a go myself. I also like the fact that he carries all his gear with him.
Yeah, instead of just pulling out of nowhere.
Aye. It's a little thing, but it makes a difference. You seem to be having a bit of trouble shooting him. Oh,
Yeah,
there he
got him.
goes.
Where's the final one? There. Took him out.
Seems straightforward enough.
Yes.
You guys all good? Damn, I love this job.
We're done here.
So as I said there, it kind of reminded me a lot of. It's kind of a weird mix between like a proper squad-based tactical shooter, something like Republic Commando, the Star Wars game, and this kind of weird shooter GTA sandbox hybrid thing, a bit like a Far Cry or something like that. But how did you go with it?
I found it quite good. For me, the third person shooting aspect reminded me quite a lot of actually Gears of War.
I can see that.
Because of how you can swap the shoulders and everything and how you get into cover. It just reminded me quite a lot of that, but not as out there, I'd say.
No,
It's more realistic.
It's grounded in
everything.
reality, isn't it?
Yes. And like Gears of War, which is fighting locusts and everything, but Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands is just an amazing game, obviously taking down all the underbosses to get to the captains, and then obviously up to the head of...
So from that point of view, it's not that dissimilar to Mafia 3 that you played last month. It's the same kind of...
It's the same kind of aspect for the story and how you go about it, but...
Just a different set.
Just a different setting and different ways of how you go about it.
Oh well. And are we going forward with it?
Yes,
You're
definitely.
definitely going to play it to the end. That's good to hear. Because I put some thought into these games that I pick for you, you know. I don't just pick your crap.
Well, neither do I.
Well, speaking of crap, you asked me to play.
Super Mario Odyssey.
Yeah, you did. Let's have a look. Well, I did play Super Mario Odyssey. I still don't like 3D Mario games.
Well, I thought because it was such a good game for me when I played, I thought I'd let you try it.
I just Mario for me just doesn't work in 3D as well as it works in 2D. So you can see, I mean, this isn't like level 1 or 2 or whatever. I mean, I did give it a
This
go.
is like one of the mid-game kingdoms, I'd say.
I did give it a go, but just there's some nice ideas in it. I mean, this bit's okay because this is kind of 2D.
Yeah, it's kind of 2D,
Um,
but now you kind of need that
I know,
stretchy one.
I know. It took me a little while to work out because I shouldn't.
Yeah, for this entire section, you need the stretchy one.
Aye. I didn't particularly like being the stretchy one though.
Is it because the walk's slower?
Just a bit gimmicky. That's all it is. Obviously, I'll have to take plant pot head guy out here. Push that up. I just think when you're watching this, it's very slow paced for a Mario game.
Yeah, but I quite liked it.
Your 2D Mario, especially when you get into like Bowser's castles and that, and you got like a million enemies on the screen. That's kind of what Mario is to me. I get for people who didn't grow up in the 2D ones that maybe it's not. And this for a boss battle, that's too easy.
Well, that's just a mini boss.
But it was one shot, it was far too easy. But anyway, there you go.
Got the power moon.
I did give it a go, but I don't think it's a game that I'll go back to. Now I know that a lot of people really love these Mario 3D games.
Including me.
Including you. I've just never been able to get away with them. If I want a 3D platformer, I'll play Tomb Raider. Or a game that's coming up later. But 3D Mario just doesn't do it for me. In the same way as 3D Sonic never worked for me either. I did play a little way in it. I can see the appeal of the game. It's got that Mario charm and all the rest of it. You've characters that you're familiar with, and it just for me wasn't something that I would.
It just wasn't a Mario game to you.
No, it's not a game that I would play, I'm afraid.
For me, I thought the puzzling aspect when you captured the enemies was probably the best part about it.
I mean, I had some nice ideas, but
for
for
me,
me,
some really good ones.
Mario should always be 2D. It just should. But you enjoyed it when you played it all the way through, and I think you got all the moons and all the rest of it.
No, I think I got all the way up to 999 moons, which makes your Odyssey go gold at the top, but most of them are bought because just the way of going through every single kingdom and get every single moon, and you still have to buy them.
Yeah, so. Alright. Well, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'll go back to it. It's not for me. I kind of knew that going in, but I gave it a go anyway.
At least you gave it a shot.
So what else have you been playing this month?
Well, I've went back to a game from the PlayStation 1.
You're not usually going to retro games, are you?
No, but I've went back to Final Fantasy 7.
Ah, well, we'll have a little look then. Yeah. Now, it's not like you to go proper retro like this.
Not really.
Final Fantasy 7?
Yes.
The original one on the PS1.
Well, this one is off the PS Mini, but...
Well, you could have played it on the PS1, got it on that as
but
well.
I'd started on the PS Mini, so I thought I might as well continue it on.
So what have you thought of it?
Well, for me, I actually quite enjoyed it. I feel like...
Well, enjoyed. You're not done yet, right? I get it, I'm watching you here, you're at the end of Midgard here just about, aren't you?
Basically,
that might be the end of the remake. That ain't the end of this one.
Well, I've enjoyed it so far, so I want to continue it, so I think I might.
Well, I hope you do.
It's a brilliant game.
It is a good game. It's not my personal favourite
Yours is 8.
Final Fantasy game, but I did play a lot of this when it first came out. God, it's a long time since it came out now, but I've played through it a few times anyway. seem to be doing okay with items and
Yeah,
how you're doing all right with magic and all that kind of media. You're getting the hang of that.
definitely, I'd say.
And of course, the old limit break, always good.
The cross slash takes out the dog.
You don't get to take out Rufus here though, do you?
No,
You just beat him down enough till he runs away.
pretty much.
No, that's how they tend to work. So you're definitely going to continue on with this one.
Yes.
So we might see it again next month.
Might.
I know, month in games. But instead of being here, you might be at like Golden Saucer or something. Not that you know what that is, because you haven't been there yet. He's not going down, is he?
Yeah,
Having a bit of trouble here.
a little.
Oh, there you go.
There you go. Feel enough till he ran away.
Now, I don't think that there's many people in the world that haven't played Final Fantasy VII. You had been one of them.
I had it at one point and then I started it on the PS Mini, and obviously now I've came back to it.
Well, like we saw in your little bit there, you're kind of getting towards the end of Midgar now, so you're like at the end of where the remake finishes, I believe. Are you going to go on? Are you going to play the whole story?
I'm definitely...
You don't know what these places are, but are you going to Golden Saucer? Are you going to Niflheim? Are you going to Rocket Town?
Well, I'm going to complete the game.
Well, I hope you do, because that is actually a great game, and I've played it through it a few times. I hate to think how many hours I've put into this game. Hundreds, easily, multiple 100 hours.
But it's a brilliant game, so you can't
is.
really complain.
What characters are you finding that you like the most?
Basically, Cloud, Tifa, and everyone else from Avalanche, really.
That's kind of where you are, though, at the minute.
Yeah,
isn't it?
that's really where I am.
I mean, I think you have found Aeris
Yeah, I
and
found
Red
Aeris.
13.
Yeah, that's basically just where I'm up to there, isn't it? They're the only characters that I found from my party.
Well,
And everything.
there's still lots and lots to do.
There's still a lot of gameplay to go through. I'm only like 5-6 hours in, so...
Well, it's funny that you should be playing an old school Squaresoft RPG, because so have I. It came to my attention that it was about to come up to the 25th anniversary of Chrono Trigger, so I played that. This is an absolutely amazing game. Chrono Trigger on the Super Nintendo. This is a game that we actually didn't get here in Europe until the DS release of it. But this is the Super Nintendo version. And I think it's one of the best games that Square ever done. When you think of the limitations of the hardware, they've done a brilliant job. Great story. And
for a pixelated game, it looks incredible.
It is. And you can see here, I'm quite happily taking Magus apart. But I mean, this game's around about its 25th birthday now. So, this looks bad. So I thought I'll play it again, because I hadn't played it for a few years, and there is lots and lots of different endings to it, so you don't have to play it the same every time.
So it's one that you can always go back to and
You
have a
absolutely
different
can.
go.
There you can see the little bar at the top tells you that I've defeated him. Obviously Magus isn't dead because he continues on the story, but
Just a quick encounter with him.
well, it wasn't actually. You've just seen the last bit of that. There was about a quarter of an hour beforehand where he was hitting big spells, and I was hitting a few big spells, and there you go. You know, little bit of storyline going at the end of the fight. I mean, you can see that the graphical effects aren't brilliant. They're just kind of.
It still look good.
I mean, they do for a Super Nintendo game. It's just amazing. There you go. My team is now, I think, going to get sucked into another time gate, which will continue the game on to the next area. But yeah, you should play this game. Excellent one. The graphics on this one are obviously pretty primitive by today's standards.
Yeah, but it was
we're
on the SNES, wasn't it?
Completely sprite based with 2D. What brings this game through is the story, and there's branching storylines on it, and you play across a time period of 65 million years, because there's the time travelling aspect of the game too. And depending on when you choose to take the last boss battle, you'll get a different ending, because obviously there'll be things that you have and haven't done along the way.
So definitely replayability.
Oh, it's got lots of replayability. And it is a game that I have played before, but I haven't played it for a little while. And it just, when I spotted that the 25-year anniversary was this year, and I don't know how that's passed me by, I thought, we'll go back and we'll give this another little go. And I'm really glad that I did, because game packed with charm. Like most Squaresoft games, characters and stories are really well written, so we just had another go through that and enjoyed that immensely. Have you been playing anything else then?
Well, as I've played a PlayStation 1 game, I've also played a PlayStation 4 game.
You've missed a couple in between.
Yes, I have, but
What you played?
I went and played The Last of Us Remastered.
Oh, well there you go then. we'll watch a little bit of that. Now I think I know what you're playing here, and it's not the one that's just come out.
No.
Because we haven't actually got that yet, because actually neither of us have played through this one.
No, this is The Last of Us Remastered.
It is. How are you finding that?
Well, I'm finding it like a perfect balance of survival, but on combat it's actually still quite good. But the ammo consumption obviously is quite a big part of it.
Well, it should be in every survival game.
Well, yeah.
You think you'll finish this one?
Well, I think...
Because I think if you finish it, when you think about that, you get the second one.
For me, it's been a really good game, so it's definitely on the list of to finish games.
We'll see how you get on. You're doing an awful lot of punching here.
That's because I don't want to waste all my armour.
No, right, fair enough.
Now,
Was this supposed to be a stealth section, and this is just like how you do stealth?
The first part was meant to be a stealth session because there was clickers. But this bit is just zombies, and obviously they were attacking Ellie and everything, so just have to take them out.
You seem to be better with your fists than you are with a gun. I thought you could play shitters.
Well, I could, but seems just fists are working out better than the gun at this point.
Alright. I don't think there's anything down there.
No, but it's worth a check.
I never played the remastered one at all. I did start playing the original one on the PS3, but I can't even remember why, but I didn't follow it all the way through. And it was one of those, everyone said that it was the greatest game of the last generation. I thought,
That's why
I really must play it.
To be fair, that's why I tried it.
I think
because I'd heard such good things about it.
I think with me, what the problem was that my playing the game that was the greatest game of last generation was after this generation had started, so there was new and shinier things. But how did you find it anyway?
I found it quite different to some of the different zombie games, I guess you could say. Obviously there's more stealth aspect into it, with the clickers, but then you've also got the combat with the normal zombies. So it's quite a good contrast.
But that's another one where it's the story that's supposed to pull the game through.
The story is actually very good as well, from what I've played of it. Obviously, travelling Ellie through to get to the other side to get your guns back.
Well, are you going to continue playing this one?
I'm definitely going to continue playing this one.
Excellent, that's what I like to hear. And as I said before, there was another 3D platformer that I did play. Got a bit of gunplay in it as well. I decided that since I'd never played it before, and I don't know why, that I would play through the first Uncharted game on the Nathan Drake collection. So you can see me here. This is me playing Uncharted. Now, I know we've had the PS3 version of Uncharted for a while, but I never played it, and you never played it either, actually.
No, I only played the second and third.
So I thought it was a good place to start playing the Nathan Drake collection. And as you can see, I'm absolutely awesome at it. See, I just keep popping up there and just taking them out with ease. Don't like this guy with a shotgun.
Is that because he does more damage than the rest?
Well, not as much as this guy with the rocket launcher, but we'll just take him out. Not a problem at all. And then Shotgun Boy runs away because he's just a coward and he's seen it. He's just witnessed my magnificence. Oops, get some more ammo there. Oh, where was it? There it was. See, you've got to make sure that you're fully ammoed, get reloaded.
I see you were running a bit low on your magazine.
Yeah, ready to go now. See, you've always got to plan ahead in these games.
Well, isn't that the same in all shooters?
Except there goes the gun.
So the ammo was useless.
Well, it was. Now, a shotgun here, I kind of guess, was 2 shots, reload. So you can have 2 and then get a reload on it.
Just like a double barrel shotgun.
Well, that was my thoughts. Seemed to work.
And there goes his weapon.
Yeah. I've really no idea why I haven't played this before. It's an excellent game. This...
It's one that I didn't play.
Well, do you know what? I think it's because I was always a big fan of the Tomb Raider series. And when the Tomb Raider series started to go downhill, this is what kind of came in instead. And I don't know, maybe it was just like, well, I don't want to play a Tomb Raider that Lara's not in. But actually, Nate's a great protagonist as well. There's Naughty Dog again, like Last of Us that you played, know how to put a narrative through the game as well. I really enjoyed the storyline.
Yes, not just the combat. That's
It's a bit, I mean, it's quite bare bones, the story, but there's enough there that gives...
I want you to keep playing it.
Well, aye. That it gives a premise for the whole adventure. The adventure itself is brilliant. I don't know what the original game's like, because although we've got it, I don't think it's ever been in the machine. But graphically, this not the greatest PS4 game. I think it's fair to say, but absolutely pretty enough to look at. And some of the forest environments and jungles, that sort of thing, was absolutely brilliant. Really liked the submarine as well. So I played that and completed it.
Yes.
So unfortunately, I'll not get to play that again. I might see how I feel. I might go on and play the second Uncharted game on there. Might be worth the go.
Well, it now comes down to what games have we chosen for each other.
Well, it does. We need something that you'll play. Need something that I'll play as well. I hope I haven't got another 3D Mario or a 3D Sonic or something.
I have chosen something that you will definitely play.
Have you?
So what have you chosen for me?
Well, I think that I have probably given you some pretty lengthy games to play. Good as they are, and I think you have enjoyed the games that I've picked for you, apart from Half-Life, of course, which you just refused to play.
Well, it's probably because it's puzzle aspect, and puzzle's not my main type of game that I like to play, but...
So I thought I'd go with an old school action adventure game, but one that isn't massively long, but is hugely entertaining and is my personal favourite Star Wars game of all time, Star Wars Jedi Knight Jedi Academy. Now, I've picked up the PC one. It might actually be better for you to play this. It's on Xbox One backwards compatible.
Yes.
Someone might let you play it on that rather than play it on PC. But excellent game, and I really hope that you see this one through, because I just loved this game when I played it. Couldn't get enough of it.
Now, you did say that you enjoyed the Uncharted series, didn't you?
I did.
Now, I'm going to give you some incentive to play the rest of them. I've chosen for you Uncharted 2.
Oh, right, okay. Well, there you go then. I did enjoy playing the first one. This one I have watched you play all the way through, which is why I never played it originally.
But I played it back when the PS4 wasn't even out.
Well, I was going to say, it's long enough ago now that I've probably forgot most of what happens in the game.
Just
so,
like what happened with Spider-Man, I guess you could say.
yeah. So I think I'll definitely do that.
Now, would you say that one's better than Super
that's
Mario
much
Odyssey?
better than Super Mario. So that'll be us for the next month or so. Obviously, I'm sure we'll find other games that we'll want to play along the way. We'll try not to leave it quite as long between videos this next month coming up, but you never know. In the meantime, if you haven't already,
Give us a like, a share and a subscribe, and turn the notification bell so you get notified on when we upload, and we will see you in the next video.